All right, March Madness. Let's talk about it. Brackets came out. UNC, Lord, how did they get in? They are not good. 1-12 in against quad one teams, and they sneak in over West Virginia and Indiana, which is just outrageous. Just general thoughts on it. I'm super nervous for Duke if they don't have Cooper Flagg. I know they won the ACC tournament, but like ACC is awful this year. Auburn is playing awful right now, and the number one overall seed. I don't love that, and they have the potential of running into Louisville, which would be played in Kentucky, the second game. Sleeper upset right there that Auburn could get bounced in that second game. It's tempting, and Louisville's actually playing decently well right now. But let's talk a little bit about old Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon made it in, squaring off against Maryland in what is just an awful draw. Like, I feel terrible for Grand Canyon knowing that they played a really good year. They had a lot of things to build off of, and now they're going to run into a Maryland team, the Terps, they're solid. Maryland is 22nd in the country in scoring right now. They were top 3 in the conference in every statistical category when it comes to offense and defense. They were 7th best in the country in point differential this year. And the thing is, they were just grossly underseeded for a number of reasons, mainly because they had some gut-wrenching losses this year. Now, they are coming into this thing with a 25-8 record. So they had 8 losses. Their last 4 losses, Northwestern, which was a buzzer beater in overtime, lost them that game. So they easily could have won that one. It was tied, gave up a 3-ball at the buzzer, lost by, or they were up actually and lost that one. Ohio State, they gave up a 3 with less than 10 seconds left and lost that game by 3. Michigan State, they had the ball as time was running out. They got a shot up, missed it. Michigan State got the rebound, launched a 3/4 quarter court shot, and netted it to win the game. They were tied before that. So Maryland actually had a shot with like 5 seconds left to win it. Instead, they lost that game by 3. Another buzzer beater there. And then in the Big Ten tournament, they played Michigan, and they had the lead, and then Michigan got 2 free throws as time expired to win by 1. Their last 4 losses off of buzzer beaters or shots within the last 10 seconds. And 3 of them were against ranked teams. They go 8-7 against quad one teams, but 3 of those losses should have been wins or could have easily been wins. So they could have easily have been 11-4 against quad one teams. That sound like they deserve to be a 4 seed? That is a 3. You're flirting with a 2 seed there with that resume if those games go their way. You switch 29-4 in the Big Ten, they would have had a chance to win the Big Ten title. Michigan State is the 2 seed. I mean, they would have been right there with them. So that is a rough matchup. And the other, when you just look at like a talent matchup and skill sets, it'll be a little bit interesting watching kind of the playing styles go up against each other. Grand Canyon likes to get up and down a little bit. I don't really think that's too much of Maryland style. Maryland has one of the best freshmen in the entire country. Now, obviously, Cooper Flagg is the name that everybody knows for Duke. You got the 2 kids at Rutgers that are incredible, but they got a pretty good one in their own right. And Maryland, Derek Queen for Maryland is awesome. He's averaging 16-9 this year, 53% shooting, big kid, and he can steps outside, shoots it occasionally from outside, but it's mostly everything is just going to the work on the block. And again, that's not a strong suit for Grand Canyon that's a tough load to handle when there's that big of a dude that's just going to work and you're more of a team that wants to get up and down. If Grand Canyon can control the pace a little bit, I like their chances more. I don't love their chances at all in this, but like I like their chances more if they can at least kind of push the pace a little bit. But I mean, it's a 10.5-point spread for a reason, which actually, like, I think shows a little bit of respect to Grand Canyon in this, because I think if you would have just matched them up, some people would have pushed that spread a little bit higher than in just that. But he's going to be hard to stop. If you were looking for a bright side on this, Maryland does not shoot the three ball well. They make less than 7 a game. They don't shoot a ton of them, but it's just not kind of one of their weapons. And if you look, history tells us in the NCAA tournament, it's teams that make a lot of threes that go on deep runs. Now, if Grand Canyon can get hot and from the outside and kind of force them to try and play a little bit of the things that they don't want to do, maybe they can change the kind of the complexion of this game a little bit. But what they can't afford to do is fall down early and then have Maryland just start pounding the rock inside. It's going to be tough. Their coach is from the Rick Pitino tree. He's really good. It's a brutal first round matchup for them. So they're going to definitely have their hands full with that one. Now, if they get out of that, the very next game I think is even a much more winnable game between Colorado State and Memphis. Colorado State's been pretty solid. Memphis is a little up and down, but Petty's got a lot of talent over there, and they got some guys. They're not bad. They have the conference player of the year over there as well for the American. But that game feels really winnable if Grand Canyon's able to get by this one. So we'll see. I mean, there's a really tough path, but there's a path to the Sweet 16 if they can find a way to. It's all about pace. If they can hit some threes and they can pick up the tempo a little bit to get some cheap ones, they'll have a shot. But man, Maryland's really good. I don't know. Let me know what team you guys got winning your brackets this year. Any big upsets? Best week in sports by far. I'm super excited for it. So let me know who I need to pick in my bracket, y'all.